Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 10 Japanese destroyer, Shimakaze. It has 6 main guns, 15 torpedoes, 28 AA guns, a surface detection of 5.9 kilometers, top speed, 39 knots, total 21,900. For my modules, reduced crit chance on torpedo tubes, faster torpedo aim, faster torpedo rearm, lower chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, and concealment. For my commander, situation awareness, faster torpedo rearm, faster torpedo, survival expertise, and concealment again. We are on the map Islands of Ice. And this is the first game in the Shimakaze with the 0.5.3 patch. You can notice that the commander skills are slightly different if you've paid attention to my other Shimakaze games. We're trying out the torpedo acceleration. We don't have last stand. And because we don't have last stand, you really should be using propulsion protection instead of the lower chance of flood and fire. That's just an oversight from me. I was looking at all the commanders, I was considering my builds, I just wanted to get in and try it out. But after this game, I definitely loaded in propulsion module instead of the lower chance of flood and fire. 100%. Another decision that I had to make, I had to decide between superintendent and a faster torpedo. Now, I wanted to try the faster torpedo, so that really wasn't a decision, but it does impact the way you play. You have less smoke to protect yourself. I would highly recommend using the premium smoke. It gives you one more consumable, and it has a lower cooldown to protect you a little bit more often. So that's the sort of decisions I chose to make. I don't know if they're the correct ones. They're the first ones I made, so we'll see how they work out. Now, we're 3 minutes in the game, nothing really has happened. The enemy has 4 enemy destroyers, and one of them is a gearing, so it's terrifying. The gearing is so dominant in a destroyer v destroyer contest, and you notice him on the minimap, he popped his smoke, he was taking fire. We lose a friendly destroyer, and I'm going to send my torpedoes against the North Carolina. I felt like he might increase his speed because he just came out of a turn, I believe. So I sent all of them, and you can see the 72 knots. I still don't have the alternate torpedo systems that are available. Their default range is 16, so it would drop it like 3 kilometers, so it would get to, what, 13-ish? But it would go at 77 knots in the water. I can already tell these are moving a lot faster. And it looks like we're going to be able to help take out this North Carolina. He sustained a lot of fire from the friendlies, and we only need probably 1 torpedo to make contact to finish him off. And I think I found the torpedo that's going to do it. Does it look good? Oh yeah! Actually took 2, but he's dead. So now we wait on the cooldown, of course. That's the Shimakaze. I'm not going to risk my ship quite as much as I would with Last Stand. And I'm like, there are a couple enemy destroyers, a Fletcher, and possibly a gearing. 2 ships I don't want to see at all, ever. I'm going to try and move over to this northwest side of our base, and I'll have my torpedoes ready to go. I noticed that there was an enemy cruiser pushing this flank, so I want to send them against the enemy cruiser. I believe it was a New Orleans. I'm not 100%, but we're just going to go with it. About 15 seconds left on the torpedoes. He's not spotted. 100% he has situation awareness. So whenever we do scout him, he will be aware that there's a possible destroyer in the area. He might change his direction. You have to consider all of these factors when you're sending out your torpedoes. And actually, I think he was scouted by either the friendly destroyer over by our base or the aircraft. And yes, it's a New Orleans and a Des Moines. Oh my, I do not want to mess with that Des Moines. So I sent them forward of their position. We spread them loosely to see how successful we are. Friendly battleship is also on this flank. It's nice to know that neither one of these cruisers has a torpedo system. It looks like the New Orleans will actually avoid it completely, but we might get the Des Moines. And that would be awesome. Come on. Oh, let's go for the New Orleans or the Des Moines, right? Nobody's afraid of a New Orleans. Sorry to spoil it. It's not a good cruiser, and they didn't buff it this patch, unfortunately. And yeah, the Des Moines is going to take a couple. I didn't want to take the torpedoes. There is clearly an enemy destroyer on this flank. 1 torpedo, 2 torpedo, and 3 torpedo. Friendly is able to kill the Des Moines. That's a huge deal for our team. Unfortunately, we lose the battleship to the Shimakaze torpedoes. Really would have preferred to have him in the game, but he was showing so much of his side. Why not send torpedoes against him? It's just expected from me that every single Shimakaze is running with these really fast torpedoes, and they get close to you really quickly. 5 knots doesn't sound like a lot, especially when you're giving up 20% of your range, but they are just so fast. So, I'm not going to follow the New Orleans. The New Orleans is doing his own thing. I need my torpedoes. I need to take out battleships. There really isn't a good alternative. That is the downside to a highly specialized ship. You have to be successful with that single specialization. You can't really use the guns because you're giving up so much. I don't have a single buff to my guns right now, whereas a gearing might have a rate of fire buff, 2 rate of fire buffs, the skill and the module, plus they'll have faster turret traverse. They might have last stand that I don't have. They also could have advanced firing training. They could have so many things that make them better with their guns. So anytime I might get scouted out, I'm going to hold my fire and run away. Now, this Yamato looked like he was sitting idle, possibly moving forward. Oh, what? How did that happen? We caught a guy. Complete random luck. We covered that area of the map. He couldn't maneuver, and we lucked out because these torpedoes don't look like they're going to be able to take the Yamato out. Now, he's staying in the area longer than I thought he was going to. But we haven't made up the deficit. We're still 3 ships down. It looks like he's actually going to stay in long enough that I'm going to get at least 1 on the nose. And, oh, he's still alive. Come on, guys, finish him off. We can't let a Yamato escape with that kind of hit points. And oh no, I don't want none of this. This gearing is right in front of me, and he sent torpedoes. Oh, there's just a big enough gap that we can fit in. Don't slow down too much, Notser. Okay. That enemy Shimakaze is over there too. So I kind of want to get in front of the Shimakaze. Yeah, I'm risking my ship 2 torpedoes, but it's better that I scout the torpedoes before my friendlies have to instantly react. An enemy Colorado is pushing this flank. Who's scouting us? Oh, that gearing, he came forward. Oh no, we're caught out. I pop my smoke, I'm trying to maneuver. First shot, are you kidding me? We lost one of our main guns. Really? We're down to 2 turrets? He barely grazed us, and we're already down a turret. So I am terrified. I'm moving away as fast as possible. Looks like he actually popped his smoke as well. We do have our torpedo systems, but I don't have a confirmed target. I can't risk 2 minutes of sitting idle and not doing damage to the enemy. It's vitally important that I get a strike on a battleship. Man, I don't know why my Yamato is that far forward. Whatever. We're going to lose him. That's a tier 10 that we really needed in the fight. That will push us back to a 3-ship deficit. But I can tell you right now, there are 3 ships over here. The Shimakaze, the Gearing, and the Colorado. And the Shimakaze comes forward. Why are you guys doing this to me? Now notice, the Shimakaze has 3 kills. He has a division with that Gearing. So they're definitely going to work together. And I'm definitely going to try and catch the Shimakaze in a compromising position. I'm sure that he knows this is coming. We sent out 1 set to just see how successful it could be. Another main turret is taken out. We only have 1 left. And I am not firing. I'm trying to get out of detection range. There's no use in firing with 1 gun. I would just be signing my death certificate if I would fire. I don't want that. I want to live. And this Gearing, he's just... Honestly, I don't know how he's missing me. We're only 6 kilometers away, but I'll take it. Enemy torpedoes are incoming, and thankfully we were able to scout it for our team. They're able to do damage on the Shimakaze because he is remaining detected. So I was able to help my team with my body. Able to do a little bit of damage to the most impactful enemy ship. I just want to have a real use for my torpedoes. Friendlies take out another ship. We're back to a 2-ship deficit. The gearing is still scouted, and he drops off. That Izumo's doing work too, and he's moving forward with very, very little showing. I'm trying to get a good angle on him. I think that friendly battleship is so dead. He takes 2 torpedoes. If that, he did a good job of slowing down. Okay. Well, we have a chance. The Montana staying in the fight is important. More torpedoes. Alright, that battleship's going to take a little bit. And I'm just trying to get into a position where I can torpedo the Izumo. He's showing a lot of his side, but there's a giant island in the way, and I don't want the island in the way. We are detected, of course, because we're within the detection of the ship, but the enemy destroyers that could do damage to us aren't really in range to influence us. The North Carolina sustains a lot of damage. Wow, 2 secondaries. Is this guy running a secondary build? These people. Honestly. So that New Orleans has come all the way back. He went on an adventure. Don't know why. But we're going to send a torpedo system against the New Orleans, hoping that he will maintain his position and just sail right into it. We're not scouted. The enemy gearing appears to be invisifiring. The Shimakaze shows back up. And I'm like, come on. Kill this guy. Don't pass up the opportunity to kill the Shimakaze when he shows himself. He's making a mistake, guys. Look at this Montana. At least 2 fires, if not a third. And yes! Good shot. That was a good shot. I think that was the North Carolina that took a lot of torpedoes. But look at my team. 4 battleships and a destroyer. That's it. Enemy Colorado's over there. The Montana's backing up. We still have our torpedoes in the water. Oh, yes! It worked out in our favor. Enemy New Orleans taken out. Now, I don't know how much harder it is to pick up on these really fast torpedoes, but it seemed to be more successful than I've ever been. And I'm not doing anything spectacular here. We're going to send some against the Colorado and see how successful those are. I could have tried on the Izumo, but I felt like the friendlies had the opportunity to take him out, whereas the Colorado is really on a flank of his own, and if I could take him out without causing the friendlies to have to put any resources into it, then that's more useful than an Izumo that's very low, possibly dying, and a Fubuki. Why are you here? We're scouted out by the Fubuki. We have to use our smoke, and he is now attempting to capture our base. So this is bad. The Colorado looks like he might take. Oh, we take a huge shot. Notice the hit points. Oh, the Izumo's taken out. Good. Notice the hit points. That's about 4,000, right? Yeah. 1 torpedo. Can we get another one? No, I don't think we did. I think we only got 1. Check out our health. We're alive because of Survival Expert. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, we're scouted. Notser, we're scouted. Oh, no, it's a gearing. Oh, gosh. Oh, he misses with the first. Ooh, he misses with the second. He's going to miss with the third, too. Man, I'm glad I'm not in control of that gearing. I would 100% kill myself. And I would be laughing maniacally because I love killing Shimakazes in my gearing. Our torpedoes are back up. And we're going to send them against the Colorado. The smoke's kind of in the way. The enemy Fubuki is still on the point and he sends torpedoes. I get to scout this for my team. It should have 0 impact on them. And the gearing is still scouted. Come on, guys, take out the gearing. My other 2 sets are up, so I'm going to send them again towards the enemy Colorado. We're scouted by the Fubuki, but we're able to get out of his detection. It looks like he's trying to meet up with the gearing, possibly assist in fighting the Montana. And there's no way I'm going to use my guns. People who are watching, why don't you use your guns? No way. My smoke is down. And I only have one set. It's a complete waste of time. But you know what isn't a waste of time? These torpedoes. It looks like because a friendly was able to get the Colorado fairly low, we have a chance. We will only have one torpedo. This has to be it. And it is. We take out the Colorado. Great. We needed that. The Montana doesn't look good. He's taking a lot of fire from that enemy gearing. We have to try something. There is a enemy Fubuki somewhere out there. I just want to be careful not to be scouted. We also have some enemy battleship at their base. Don't have any idea what it is, but I'm trying to get close enough to the gearing so he can't invisifire on the Montana. And that's exactly what we do. We are now helping him scout the enemy. He gets one shell off on the gearing, and he does a little bit of damage, but he dies. So now it's just me at our base. 2 friendly battleships are assaulting the enemy base. We're down by 9 points. There are 3 minutes left in the game. I cannot afford to die. I have to stay at our base, and I have to delay them as much as possible. First thing I'm going to try and do, and of course he disappears. Great timing. I'm gonna think about sending my torpedoes. The other 2 sets are about to come up. I'm gonna try and send my torpedoes and cover as much of the cap as I can. We just have to decide, if I was a gearing, where would I go? Right? And, oh no! How did he get close and not... Okay, well, now we're scouted. He's firing on our position. I'm sending my torpedoes. I pop my smoke. Man, I am so thankful that I am not in that gearing, because I would already be dead 3 or 4 times. We're able to disappear, and he turns against the torpedoes. Completely ineffective.
Engine boost activated.
We cannot fight him in a 1v1. I can't use my guns. I have to run. It looked like he was trying to come right at me. I popped my boost, and yep, he is trying to chase me down. We just have to run, Notser. Get the hell out of here. Just want to make sure I don't run into any island. Pulling a Notser right now would not be good for the team. And we are just mirror driving. Avoid every shot. So far, none. This will hit. Of course, takes out our steering. We can't afford to have that offline. I use damage control. Come on. We're not detected. He's doing some blind fire. 687 hit points. He is frustrated that I'm able to get away. And I have to continue because he's still moving towards me. He is hounding me. So very annoying. But we're still alive. Barely alive. There's no way I'm going back in. At this point, I was like, okay, I have to give ground. Maybe I can come back in and deny the cap. I wasn't thinking about the timer at all. I had no idea there was 1 minute left in this game. I was 100% focused on how I'm going to reset the cap, allow my friendlies to capture the enemy base, and win by the slimmest of margins. Both bases are being captured right now, so there's nobody generating any points. Now, if I was the gearing, I would assume the Fubuki's right there with him. Is he expecting me to go on the right side of that island? And the friendlies take out the enemy battleship. We now have an advantage. Or should I go on the left side? I could send my torpedoes. Maybe he will be unaware. Maybe he'll take a torpedo. We have the advantage because we're 1 ship ahead. And someone's like, reset the cap. I will. I'll try. I had no idea how little time was left in the game. I was willing to throw myself away. And then he goes, never mind, GG. GG what? There's only 10 seconds left. We're going to win. There's no way they can cap. I can't believe how this game went. I should have been dead so many times. I would have killed myself. But by the slimmest of margins, we survived, and we helped our team win that game. So, we earned Devastating Strike, 4 kills, 10 torpedo strikes, over 400,000 credits earned, 2,459 base XP. The enemy Shimakaze also got 4 kills, so he probably hates that he lost. Don't blame him. We did around 135,000 points of damage. Glorious. Great game in the Shimakaze. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. This 0.5.3 Shimakaze game. There will be a gearing game tomorrow. And it's glorious too. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.